Ladies and gentlemen, your intuition is one of the most powerful tools you have, yet most people either ignore it or fail to understand its significance. Think about it. How many times have you felt something in your gut, that subtle inner nudge, before something significant happened? Maybe you sensed an opportunity coming your way, or perhaps you felt a quiet confidence before achieving something meaningful. That's not magic or coincidence. It's your subconscious mind working in ways your conscious mind hasn't caught up to yet. Intuition is like a radar system that's always on, always scanning. The human brain processes an incredible amount of information every second, most of it beneath the surface of our awareness. It picks up patterns, microsignals, and clues from the environment, and it connects these to past experiences. The result? A feeling, a sense, a knowing. What we call intuition. When it comes to happiness, this internal radar is especially significant. The ability to sense happiness before fully experiencing it is rooted in your brain's capacity to anticipate and predict outcomes. Your intuition acts as an emotional compass, nudging you toward actions, decisions, and situations that align with what brings you joy. That little spark of excitement you feel before a positive event is your intuition guiding you. It's like your body and mind are saying, pay attention, something good is about to happen. But here's the challenge. Most of us are too distracted to notice these signals. We live in a world of constant noise, phones buzzing, deadlines looming, and endless to-do lists. Our attention is scattered, and we've lost touch with the subtle cues our body and mind are giving us. When you're disconnected from your intuition, you're disconnected from an incredible source of guidance and insight. So, how do you start tuning into it? The first step is awareness. Pay attention to how you feel in different situations, especially those moments when you sense something positive before it fully unfolds. It might show up as a subtle feeling of lightness, a burst of energy, or even a sense of calm. Don't dismiss these sensations as random or insignificant. They're your intuition speaking to you. Another way to strengthen your intuition is to create space for it to be heard. This means stepping back from the constant busyness of life and giving yourself moments of quiet reflection. Activities like journaling, meditation, or simply spending time in nature can help you reconnect with your inner voice. Your intuition thrives on trust. The more you listen to it and act on it, the stronger it becomes. It's like building a relationship with a friend. The more you engage with it, the more reliable it becomes. And when it comes to happiness, your intuition is always working in your favor, nudging you toward the things that light you up, fulfill you, and bring you joy. The question isn't whether your intuition is working, it's whether you're willing to listen. If you start tuning in to that inner radar, you'll realize that the ability to sense happiness is a gift you've always had. You just need to trust it. Your brain is an incredible machine, constantly working to keep you moving toward what it perceives as beneficial, rewarding, or fulfilling. One of the most fascinating aspects of the brain is its ability to anticipate happiness before you consciously experience it. This is tied to the way your brain processes dopamine, a neurotransmitter often referred to as the feel-good chemical. Dopamine isn't just about experiencing pleasure in the moment, it's also deeply connected to anticipation. When you sense something good is about to happen, your brain doesn't wait until the event occurs to start rewarding you. It begins releasing dopamine as soon as you anticipate a positive outcome. This is why the lead up to an exciting event, whether it's a vacation, a celebration, or even achieving a goal, can feel just as satisfying as the event itself. Your brain is essentially saying, hey, keep moving forward, you're on the right track. This phenomenon is built into the very structure of your brain. The reward system, located in areas like the ventral striatum, is wired to motivate you through anticipation. It's like an internal guidance system, lighting up when you take actions or have thoughts that align with something rewarding. But what's remarkable is that this system isn't passive. It's always active, always scanning for cues that something positive could be around the corner. Think about a time when you had a goal you were working toward. Maybe you were training for a marathon, preparing for a big exam, or planning a major life event like a wedding. The anticipation of success likely gave you small bursts of joy long before the actual accomplishment. That's your brain's reward system doing its job. These moments of anticipation keep you engaged and motivated, helping you move through challenges, because your brain is giving you a taste of what's to come. The challenge, however, is that the same mechanism can work against you if you're not careful. If you're constantly focused on stress, negativity, or worst-case scenarios, your brain's reward system isn't activated in the same way. Instead of releasing dopamine, your brain shifts its focus to managing perceived threats, which often leads to feelings of anxiety or being stuck. In other words, what you focus on becomes your brain's priority. This is why it's so important to actively direct your focus toward positive possibilities. When you visualize success, practice gratitude, or set exciting goals, you're not just thinking happy thoughts. You're rewiring your brain. You're training it to anticipate good outcomes, which creates a feedback loop of motivation, joy, and progress. Understanding the neuroscience of anticipation gives you an edge in creating a happier life. Instead of waiting for happiness to arrive, you can tap into the power of your brain's reward system by focusing on the small, positive steps that lead you toward your bigger goals. The beauty of this process is that it's always within your control. Your brain is ready to support you. You just need to give it the right signals to follow. Your gut feeling isn't just a vague sensation or an abstract concept. It's a biological reality grounded in the intricate connection between your brain and body. Scientists often refer to the gut as the second brain because of the enteric nervous system, a complex network of neurons in the gastrointestinal tract that communicates directly with your brain. This system doesn't just manage digestion, it also plays a significant role in your emotional well-being. When you sense happiness, or any emotion really, before fully experiencing it, your gut is often one of the first places that feeling. This connection between your gut and brain is facilitated by the vagus nerve, a long cranial nerve that acts as a communication superhighway. It sends signals back and forth, creating a constant dialogue between your mental state and your physical sensations. Ever felt butterflies in your stomach before something exciting, or a warm sensation in your gut when you're around someone? These are direct examples of how your body processes emotions through the gut-brain axis. What's fascinating is that your gut is not just a receiver of emotional information, but also a generator of it. Around 90% of the body's serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for happiness and mood regulation, is actually produced in the gut. This means that the sensations you feel in your stomach are directly tied to the production of the chemicals that make you feel good. When you sense happiness on the horizon, your gut starts to prepare your body by releasing these neurotransmitters, effectively giving you a head start on joy. But this process isn't just about biology, it's also about awareness. Often people overlook their gut feelings, dismissing them as irrational or insignificant. In doing so, they miss out on crucial insights about what might be bringing them closer to happiness or warning them about what's pulling them away from it. Your gut feelings are not random. They are your subconscious mind's way of processing a vast amount of information that your conscious mind can't fully comprehend. It takes in environmental cues, past experiences, and emotional patterns to send you a signal, pay attention, this is important. However, not all gut feelings automatically lead to happiness. For this internal guidance system to work effectively, you need to create the right conditions for it to thrive. A balanced lifestyle that includes healthy eating, regular exercise, and stress management directly impacts how well your gut communicates with your brain. If your gut is out of balance due to poor diet, high stress, or lack of self-care, its signals can become less clear, making it harder to sense happiness before it arrives. To harness the power of your gut, start by tuning in. Pay attention to the physical sensations you experience when you think about something exciting or joyful. Notice how your body reacts in different situations and trust those reactions as valuable pieces of information. By cultivating this awareness, you'll find that your gut feelings are more than just fleeting sensations. They're a profound, intuitive tool for navigating your path to happiness. Happiness often begins long before you consciously feel it. It starts with awareness. Many people think of happiness as something that just happens to them, as if it's an external force that arrives when the circumstances are right. But in reality, happiness is something you can sense and cultivate when you practice being aware of your emotions, thoughts, and environment. Awareness is the bridge between what you feel now and the happiness you're capable of experiencing. One of the first steps in this process is simply paying attention to your internal state. Most of us go through life on autopilot, so caught up in routines, distractions, and external demands that we lose sight of how we're really feeling. When you're disconnected from your inner world, you miss the subtle signals that your body and mind send you about the joy that's already present or on its way. These signals can be as small as a flicker of excitement, a sense of peace in the middle of a chaotic day, or a gentle feeling of hope that something good is coming. The challenge is that modern life makes it hard to stay aware. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, deadlines, and responsibilities that pull our focus in 100 different directions. It's easy to overlook those small moments of joy or positive anticipation because they get drowned out by the noise. That's why building the habit of mindfulness is so important. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your full attention to the present moment without judgment. When you practice mindfulness, you create space to notice the positive feelings that might otherwise slip by unnoticed. But awareness isn't just about being present, it's also about asking the right questions. When you feel even a small glimmer of happiness, pause and reflect. Where's this feeling coming from? What's happening in my life that's contributing to it? How can I build on it? By becoming curious about your emotions, you start to understand the patterns and triggers that lead to happiness. This awareness gives you the power to create more of those moments intentionally. Another key aspect of awareness is gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing in your life to what's already there. When you take time to acknowledge the things you're thankful for, whether it's the people you love, the opportunities you have, or the beauty in everyday moments, you tune into the happiness that's already present. Gratitude acts as a magnifying glass, making the good things in your life more visible and more meaningful. Awareness also extends beyond your internal state to your external environment. Happiness often comes from the connections you make, the experiences you embrace, and the way you interact with the world around you. When you're aware of the opportunities for joy that exist in your daily life, a kind word from a stranger, a chance to help someone, or the beauty of a sunset, you're more likely to seize those moments and let them amplify your happiness. Ultimately, awareness is about tuning into life on a deeper level. It's about breaking free from autopilot, slowing down, and opening yourself up to the joy that's already within you and around you. By becoming more aware, you don't just wait for happiness to happen, you actively invite it in. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and it plays a crucial role in determining how you perceive, sense, and experience happiness. The truth is, happiness doesn't solely depend on external circumstances. Instead, it's deeply influenced by the way you think, the beliefs you hold, and the mental habits you've developed over time. If you cultivate a positive, growth-oriented mindset, you can amplify your ability to sense and create happiness in your life. It begins with understanding that your thoughts shape your reality. Your brain is constantly filtering information and deciding what to focus on, and this focus largely depends on your mindset. If you approach life with a fixed mindset, believing that your abilities, circumstances, or happiness are static, you're less likely to notice opportunities for joy and growth. However, with a growth mindset, you recognize that you have the power to change, adapt, and create the outcomes you desire. This belief alone opens you up to sensing happiness even in situations where it might not be immediately obvious. A powerful way to shift your mindset toward happiness is to practice reframing. Reframing involves consciously choosing to view challenges and setbacks through a positive lens. For example, instead of seeing a failure as a dead end, you can view it as a learning opportunity that brings you closer to success. When you make a habit of reframing, you train your brain to look for the silver linings in every situation. Over time, this practice helps you develop an optimistic outlook, making it easier to sense the potential for happiness, even in difficult moments. Another key aspect of a happiness-oriented mindset is gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. When you take time to appreciate the good in your life, whether it's your relationships, accomplishments, or even small everyday joys, you strengthen your ability to sense happiness. Gratitude isn't just about feeling good in the moment. It rewires your brain to notice and amplify positive experiences. Here's why it's important. You're being asked to go big and do things and build a big place for yourself. By making gratitude a daily practice, you're actively creating a mindset that seeks out happiness and holds on to it longer. Your self-talk also plays a major role in shaping your mindset. The way you speak to yourself, whether it's encouraging or critical, affects how you perceive happiness. If you constantly criticize yourself or focus on your shortcomings, it becomes harder to recognize moments of joy. On the other hand, when you practice self-compassion and speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement, you create a mental environment that allows happiness to thrive. Finally, adopting a mindset of curiosity can transform the way you approach life. Curiosity encourages you to explore new experiences, embrace uncertainty, and remain open to the unexpected. When you're curious, you're more likely to notice the small moments of joy that others might overlook. You see opportunities where others see obstacles, and you find excitement in the process of learning and growing. Your mindset is the foundation for sensing and sustaining happiness. By cultivating gratitude, practicing self-compassion, and embracing a growth-oriented perspective, you can train your brain to focus on the positive and invite more joy into your life. Happiness isn't just something you feel, it's something you think, believe, and create with intention. The energy you put out into the world has a direct impact on the way you experience life, and it plays a key role in your ability to sense happiness before it fully arrives. This energy isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and even spiritual. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, and every action you take contributes to the energy you project. When your energy is aligned with positivity, gratitude, and joy, it acts as a magnet, drawing more of those emotions and experiences into your life. At its core, this concept is rooted in the principle of reciprocity. What you give, you get. If you focus on negative thoughts, complain, or dwell on what's lacking, you're likely to attract more situations that reinforce those feelings. On the other hand, when you radiate positivity through kindness, gratitude, and optimism, you create an environment where happiness can flourish. It's like planting seeds in fertile soil. The energy you give out becomes the foundation for what grows in your life. The way you interact with others is one of the most powerful ways your energy influences your happiness. Think about the last time you gave someone a genuine compliment or helped someone without expecting anything in return. Chances are it made you feel good too. Acts of kindness and generosity create a positive feedback loop. Not only do they uplift the people around you, but they also boost your own sense of joy and connection. This isn't just anecdotal, it's supported by science. Studies show that helping others activates the reward centers of the brain, releasing feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. But it's not just about giving to others, it's also about how you treat yourself. Self-care and self-compassion are critical components of maintaining high, positive energy. When you prioritize your well-being, whether that's through exercise, rest, or doing things you love, you replenish your energy reserves and ensure that you're operating from a place of abundance rather than depletion. If you're constantly running on empty, it's much harder to sense or cultivate happiness. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's essential for creating the kind of energy that attracts joy. Your mindset also plays a role in shaping your energy. The thoughts you entertain and the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world can either uplift you or weigh you down. Negative self-talk, pessimism, and fear drain your energy, making it harder to sense happiness. Conversely, when you choose to focus on possibilities, practice gratitude, and embrace a sense of curiosity about life, you elevate your energy and create a powerful foundation for joy. Finally, your energy isn't just about the emotions you feel, it's also about the actions you take. Happiness thrives on momentum. When you take small, intentional steps toward your goals or things that bring you joy, you create a sense of purpose and progress. This forward movement generates positive energy, reinforcing your ability to sense and experience happiness. In the end, the energy you give out is the energy you get back. By focusing on positivity, practicing self-care, and taking intentional action, you create a ripple effect that not only improves your own life, but also uplifts those around you. The happiness you sense before it arrives is often a reflection of the energy you're already putting into the world. In conclusion, the ability to sense happiness before it fully arrives is not a mystery or a matter of luck. It is a profound interplay between your intuition, your brain's anticipation, your gut feelings, your awareness, your mindset, and the energy you project into the world. Each of these elements works together to guide you toward joy, fulfillment, and purpose. Your intuition whispers the possibilities of happiness long before your mind fully comprehends it. Your brain's reward system primes you to anticipate the positive outcomes of your actions, giving you a boost of motivation and excitement. Your gut, deeply connected to your emotions and well-being, serves as an anchor, alerting you to the subtle signals of joy that often emerge before the actual experience. Awareness brings all of these internal signals to the forefront, helping you to notice, appreciate, and amplify them in your daily life. Your mindset, as the foundation of your perspective, determines whether you embrace happiness as something you can cultivate and create, or whether you see it as something that happens to you by chance. And finally, the energy you put out into the world acts as a magnet, inviting happiness into your life through your thoughts, actions, and the way you treat yourself and others. The message is clear. Happiness doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It starts as a sense, a quiet nudge, a flicker of excitement, a feeling in your gut that tells you something good is coming. It's your job to listen, to trust, and to align your thoughts, actions, and energy with that sense. When you do, you realize that happiness is not something you chase or wait for. It's something you create moment by moment through the way you live, think, and engage with the world. So tune into those subtle signs, trust your inner guidance, and consciously choose to cultivate the conditions for happiness. When you learn to sense joy before it fully blooms, you unlock a powerful truth. Happiness isn't a destination. It's a journey you can embrace every step of the way.